So we've talked to you guys about all the innovation in this Federal peak alloy in the 7mm Backcountry, but kind of want to talk to you a little bit about the reasons for this. And as a consumer, like we're a consumer just like you guys and everybody else, and there was such a, everybody's leaning towards wanting to go to this short barrel and suppressed. And to start with the suppressed part of it, this was a big eye-opener for me and for a lot of people back several years ago when Brantley Gilbert came and hunted with us in Colorado, and the bull was out in one of the big parks out there and had 20 or 30 cows all with him. And Brantley he took I think 2 or 3 shots. He hit him obviously on all 3, but he just kept shooting by the second or third shot until he dropped him. And all those cows just stood there and looked. And then he's laying there, and all the cows just went back to feeding. And eventually we waited till they all just fed off into the next part of the park for us to go and recover the animal. But once the landowner saw that, he was like, he doesn't allow any non-suppressed guns on his ranch anymore. Because in the past, when that crack would go off, that first shot, it just scattered the elk completely off his land, and it would take 2 or 3 days for them elk to come back. So once he saw what a suppressed rifle did to just keep all the game on his ranch calm, he said he doesn't allow a non-suppressed rifle anymore. So you always hear about like the hearing part of it, and we're not, about every guide that you go hunt with they've been a guide for a long time. Most of them, as you know, are wearing hearing aids and stuff. And this is obviously for hearing for people. That's the main reason for it. But there's also that game reason for it, like we saw in Colorado. So this is what the consumers are really looking for, is something like this that's not 6 feet long. It still fits in a normal case and everything else, and you can really attest to that.
Yeah, I mean, I know like when I'm out elk hunting, it's going to be so much nicer just to have like the shorter barrel, but not lose any of the performance.
Right. Well, because last time when you did shoot your elk out there, it was still with a 26-inch barrel with a 9-inch suppressor on, so you couldn't get it into cases. You can't get it in and out of vehicles, and even for the Midwest whitetail stuff, getting into ground blinds and tree stands and different things. Just having shorter and lighter is better, and that's what this gun from Savage. It's the ultralight 110, and we have this chambered in a lot of different calibers. And it's just so nice because it is so light. But now you can use this in the 7mm. It gets like the performance of a Magnum cartridge in a 7mm, and still getting that kind of performance at that 3,000 feet per second out of the short barrel and a suppressor. And you're not seeing any more increased recoil from it. It's basically the perfect combination. That's the innovation only from Federal.